Hey, Tony.
Hey, buddy. You know what we really need is a coat hook.
We need a coat hook.
We need a coat hook. So today, we're building a coat hook.
Welcome to the Weekend Warriors Home Improvement Show, built by Parr Lumber. Your Weekend Warriors, Tony and Corey.
And Tony called me up and said, you know what, we need a coat rack. So when you first said that, I was actually thinking like something on the floor, you know, it's like an old style coat, like a hat hook rack.
Yeah, with a little base.
I think we have a better idea for something.
Yeah, I agree.
Get rid of our coats.
Let's draw something.
So my thought was we would make it out of 2x2. 2x2, about like 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. You know, square. And I think we should make it around 8 inches tall. What do you think?
Yeah.
We would take a whole pile of these things and stack them together. 6 hooks.
18 inches long or something.
Yeah, six hooks. We're gonna put a dowel rod inside of there, somewhere in here. And the dowel rod is gonna go right through the middle of all of these. We're gonna drill holes. This end one here, we're gonna cut short. So it'll be somewhere in the middle of this piece. It's gonna.
All the individual piano keys on the inside.
Yeah. And then every other one of these will be angled. So they'll be able to rotate out. It'll be able to tilt out. And you'll be able to hang your hook on it or your coat. And then when you're done with it, you fold it back flat so it's flat with the rest. And then we would have to drill a hole in here for our dowel for the bottoms of every other one. So we would need how many of these?
Six of those, yeah.
And then we're gonna need square pieces identical to this. So we need to cut 13 pieces that are all exactly 8 inches long. All right, Tony. So these are gonna represent our ends, and then all the other ones in the middle. Every other one is gonna be able to rotate out and rotate back in. And then I think right at this point here is where we need to put our hole.
All right, buddy, here's your first piece.
I'll get it glued into the dowel. Hey, before we finish this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and sign up for notifications.
We don't want you to miss out on new Weekend Warriors content. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's it. That's perfecto, dude. Money. We sanded this cedar because the wood that we chose to use are pickets for a handrail, and they're rough. They're not super smooth, but cedar sands up very smooth, very nice, like an interior woodwork type product.
And the best part about it, it smells so good.
It smells amazing, very lightweight and super smooth. That's why we chose this. Hanging it on the wall, lightweight is important. Sanding it and hitting the sharp edges just to give it a soft feel.
So I took these over to my drill press. I used a 1/2 inch Forstner bit. It leaves a really nice solid hole right through. And on the 2 end pieces, I need to do a blind hole. When you use a Forstner bit, it leaves a really nice flat hole in the bottom. If you use too aggressive of a bit, like a paddle bit or something, it wants to just keep going all the way through. We assembled everything, we got it in there. Now the dowel, what we did was we glued it and I put a pin nail in the end of the first piece. Now we need to cut this. We're gonna glue and probably pin nail it into this end, and that will finish off our piece. So I just kind of stuck this in there as a gauge, came up with my length, made a little mark. So I'm gonna take this over to the chop saw and cut my dowel down to length so we can finish assembling it. Also made a putter.
Which won't do him any good because he can't putt.
Says you. Here we go, Tony, moment of truth.
All right.
Slide that through there. So now I'm going to take my finish nailer, just like that. Let's hold it up to the wall, Tony. I think we're going to have to add a couple strips to the back. We came prepared though. We bought this.
It's bullnose stop.
Yeah, just bullnose stop. So we're going to cut a piece to length here, and then we're going to fasten it and glue it to the bottom, and fasten it and glue it to the top.
Pull those pegs forward and fire a fastener right into the...
Cut that, clean that length off there. So I want to put a little glue. Super sweet. That's pretty cool. I think it turned out amazing. What do you think?
I think that it's even better than I thought it was going to be, if I'm being honest with you. We added these supports on the back because we don't want it to be weak. This would be better if we had dadoed the back of these and laid this in flush.
Yeah.
And glued it and fastened it that way.
The last thing we have to do is get this thing hung on the wall. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those down below as well. We'll see you next time. Should we hang it?
Oh yeah, it's gold.
Moment of truth. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out our social channels right here.
Our podcast channels here, or tune into the Weekend Warriors radio show every weekend across the Pacific Northwest.
This has been another episode of your Parr Weekend Warriors.
We'll see you next time.